French pluperfect, plus-que-parfait in French, with FrenchSpanishOnline.com. So the pluperfect, this English word, is a contraction of two other words, plus and perfect. Plus means more, so the pluperfect is more perfect. The perfect tense is the past tense, so to be more perfect means that you are older than this tense. And this is the definition of pluperfect. The pluperfect tense describes a state or an event occurring before another past event. Let's take some example in English. First, the pluperfect, also called past perfect. I had eaten. You know such expressions. I had eaten, so here we have the preterite of the auxiliary verb and the past participle of the verb. That's all. So if we want now to see it in a complete sentence, you can say, for example, I had eaten before you came. So here you understand that the first event in the past is you came, but before that, I had eaten. So we need the pluperfect in this case. In French, exactly the same thing. The translation of I had eaten is j'avais mangé, and of course you have here the preterite of the auxiliary verb, avait, and the past participle of the verb. The only difficulty, if you remember it, is that in French we have two auxiliary verbs, the verb to have and the verb to be. So you need to know the preterite forms of these two forms, two verbs. First, the verb avoir. J'avais, tu avais, il avait, elle avait, on avait, nous avions, vous aviez, ils avaient, elles avaient. And the verb to be, j'étais, tu étais, il était, elle était, on était, nous étions, vous étiez, ils étaient, elles étaient. So when to use these two verbs, actually the use of avoir and être follow the same rule as for the passé composé. So if you don't remember, you can have a look again to this lesson. Some examples now. First, I had eaten when you came. So here you can see that in the first part we have the pluperfect and the second the preterite. In French, exactly the same thing. I had eaten when you came. J'avais mangé quand tu es venu. Of course, the verb to come in French needs the verb to be, the auxiliary verb. It's the passé composé. J'avais mangé quand tu es venu. She had left when I found her. She had left when I found her. Again, the same structure. In French, elle était partie quand j'ai téléphoné. Elle était partie. The verb partir needs the verb to be as an auxiliary, and if you use the verb to be, don't forget to agree the subject with the past participle. Here the subject is she, so we need a e, a final e, at the end of our past participle. Elle était partie quand j'ai téléphoné. And of course with the verb to have, no agreement at all with the subject. I had never met him before yesterday. No problem. Je ne l'avais jamais rencontré avant hier. That's all. More examples. If you had found, I would have come. So the pluperfect works with conditional sentences as well. If you had phoned, I would have come. Si tu avais téléphoné, je serais venu. And here we have our pluperfect. And of course, the past conditional here in French as in English. I had seen the book, but I did not take it. J'avais vu le livre, mais je ne l'ai pas pris. The same thing. And finally, I had taken a bath before leaving. So of course you can say in French to have, to take a bath, but you can say to wash yourself. So we can say it's a reflexive verb now. Je m'étais lavé avant de sortir. And because it's a reflexive verb, se laver, you know that you need the verb to be as an auxiliary verb with this kind of reflexive verbs. And of course the verb to be, we need an agreement between the subject and the past participle. If je is a boy, you can write it this way, no problem. If je is a girl, you need of course an additional e. Je m'étais lavé avant de sortir. Okay? So if you're sure now to understand, you can go to the site, the website, you will find a quiz made for you. Funny exception, yes actually, because in 1962 in the French movie La Guerre des Boutons, a very funny movie, War of the Buttons, an actor who was a kid used to say in this movie in French, Si j'aurais su, j'aurais pas venu. This sentence is full of errors, as we should say, Si j'avais su, the pluperfect, je ne serais pas venu, the past conditional. However, in this movie, everybody used to say, Si j'aurais su, j'aurais pas venu. If I would have known, I would not have come. Of course, in a funny way. So if you want to say the sentence actually in French, you can, but it's only to laugh. Si j'aurais su, j'aurais pas venu. Knowing, of course, that it's not correct French. Okay? C'est fini. Au revoir. Thank you for watching these slides with me. So again, if you want to see the script of the lesson and the quiz, it's FrenchSpanishOnline.com/magazine/612, and of course it's free. Bye bye.